This is going to be fun. So, not that much fun. Well, okay, let me see here. Okay, this, I don't see, oh, here we go. All right, so how many of you recognize what that is? Raise your hands, please. WinProc? Okay, I was expecting more than that. All right, that's fine. So basically, when you click on a button on a screen, right, the button doesn't actually get the click first, right? So your operating system gets a hardware interrupt, it turns that into a message and puts it on a pub subsystem that the operating system has. All the operating system have it. Windows has it, Linux has it, Mac has it. They basically work the same way. So what this WinProc is, it's basically a message queue for your UI thread. Any application that you're running on your computer has a message queue attached to it, and the operating system is putting messages on it, okay? So when you click a button or when you press a key, your application is going to get a message from the operating system, and then your code handles that, right? So what I'm about to show you is a way to kind of leverage this to build a little convenience tool for yourself, right? So what's happening here is, let me find it, just a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna run this one here. There is a little window up here. I don't know if you can see it. I won't be able to blow this one up. But this little thing here, it's gonna sit on the side, and I'm going to use a keyboard combination here, and it's listening to me now. So, okay, so it's converting it into text, right? So if I switch this window, I'm gonna switch to Microsoft Word now, right? All right, so now I'm in Microsoft Word. All I did was just go to that window, right? And it's gonna start taking my voice and converting into text in that window. I can then just go up here and okay, now it will start typing here. So what's happening is I am basically listening to the voice and typing it into the current window. Whatever window you go to, it will start typing over there. And so it's going to keep doing that now. So this is basically just a voice to text, and this will work with any Windows application, even the old ones that don't have voice input, right? So you can put it in any text box and start speaking, and it'll convert it into text, right? So now one other thing you can do with this, it might break if I keep talking. All right, so let me stop this for a minute. And then I'm enabling this checkbox. It says enable vision AI. So what it'll do now is, once I enable it, let me delete all this. Which one of these products is selling the most? me try again. Or let me do this one here. It might be better. Please summarize this conversation. No, this is not working. All right, well, so you can basically integrate this with any of the LLMs, and it will help you either do whatever you want with the whatever's on the screen. It actually takes a screenshot of the current window and applies vision LLM transcription, and then you can ask any questions. You can build on top of this basically.
I missed it, but was it installing a driver to type, or was it just using OS hook?
It's just an OS hook. Yeah, it's basically sending keyboard. It's using clipboard and basically sending a control V message to paste a text basically from the clipboard. It's pretty straightforward. All right, any questions?
Where do you find the use of this kind of program? It is very interesting, but you have a scope of it.
Yeah, have you used Cursor?
Mhm.
So I find it very easy to use this with Cursor. Instead of typing, you just turn it on, it just sits there, and you just keep talking to it. The text that it converts, even if it's not very, even if it's not perfect, it's enough for the tools to pick up on what you want it to do.
Does this also have additional language capabilities beyond English, or if you speak to it in Spanish or French?
Yeah, it can work with anything. The model that I am using is for English, but you can use any, it's basically using Whisper, so you can use any Whisper model. Yeah, it works with almost all languages, yeah.
Do you take screenshots continuously or only on demand? Does it recognize the command to discuss the window, or does it always just update the latest screenshot as you're
When you start speaking, it takes the screenshot. So if it's enabled, if you enable the Vision AI, and as soon as you start speaking, it'll take the screenshot at that time. It references that one, yeah. And if you speak again, for example, as you are talking, it'll keep taking screenshot. It uses the one that it took at the time you started speaking. Yeah, it's continuous, but it only does it when it detects that you are starting a new conversation, or so to speak.
Session.
Yeah, session. Yeah.
Does the system have a way to almost correct my language? What I mean by that is maybe I'm talking to it and I say, and I just have a whole bunch of kind of rambling thoughts, right? Would it eventually summarize what I just said and then display that?
It can, so this is, you can extend this to do a lot of things. So it can basically, for example, it can detect that you are in Microsoft Outlook or your email client, right? And you can set up instructions, right? It's not there yet, but you can see how it can be done, right? That if I'm writing an email, do this. So when you're speaking to it and it will see that you are writing an email, it will automatically use your instructions to correct your text or make it more formal or do whatever, right? So it's without you doing anything else other than pre-configuring it with some prompts.
Yeah, that's really my next question is like, how do you tell the difference between instruction and dictation, right? How do you say, I'm giving you instructions, now I want you to just like repeat what I'm saying?
Right, you can insert that basically between the transcript that it will generate and then what it does. What I was trying to show in that demo that didn't work, the last one, is that That's basically what it will do. It actually detects where you are, and you can, when you're speaking, you can tell it, like you can include the instructions in it too. It will do it. It might be like if you want, for example, let's say you are writing an email and you want the format to be a very specific way, that you can configure beforehand. All right.
Last question. Also another question? Okay.
So I have one more on the specific application. I know a lot of this, it seems like you're building it in C# and making it kind of system level. Do you see any potential like security concerns with utilizing basically a tool sitting in between the user and the actual device input?
Well, the security concern is there, of course. So this runs on your machine, and it's taking screenshots, and it's using some of the technology that's pretty close to something that's used to build rootkits as well, right? So it's Windows hooks. So it's not anywhere near that, but it's very close to that, right? So setting up Windows hooks, intercepting events, Windows messages, that can be misused. Keyloggers work that way, right? So, but this is open source. If you go to this website, you can get links to the repo, other links to connect to me. I'll be happy to help you guys or answer any questions. Thanks. That's all.